of Yorktown, 1781.
Hey guys, good timing. So this might be this is a new thing I'm trying. The intro. I'm gonna be making a new intro. Ignore my leg. But I'm also gonna try making this into a series. It's like story time, but stuff that happened a long time ago, like my life story time. Anyway, my mood right now is Sadie over there eating her foot. But today I'm going to be basically explaining something that I don't know how to explain because I haven't been no one's explained this to me. But I'm going to be explaining I was adopted. I'm going to basically be explaining that story. Ignore them. She's too big. I love you, say it, but there's flies everywhere. So, if you don't know, because most people probably don't know this, what the frick? So I just pulled a mouse trap out of the ground. That's nice. And I just found a frickin' thermometer. Oh, this is a weight. I just found a frickin' weight scale thing, because I'm normal. Anyway, I was adopted by my grandparents, so that makes my grandparents my parents, and my aunt, uncle, and mom, my siblings, and my siblings, not those, but like their kids are my biological brothers and sisters are I don't have any sisters. My biological brothers and cousins are what are they? They're my nieces and nephews. So this is such a great weight. Sorry, I'm messing around with this. But look, it's a butt. You just tripped over my leg because I'm nice. I love you, Dale. Anyway, so I don't know how to sit. So when I was born, I was a baby. I was actually. Sadie, quit. Sadie! For a doctor's thing, we had to know how much I weighed when I was born, and I was hoping that I weighed somewhere close to 6 pounds, 66 ounces, or 6.66 pounds, or, that's a chocolate. My goats are so, you can even see it, but, I weighed 6 pounds, 6.72 pounds, because that's close enough to 6.66, because that's cool, but I was born in wedlock, which, if you don't know what that means, because I didn't know what that meant, I have ADHD, apparently. Apparently, what the frick? I've known this for years. No. Hi, baby. If a baby is born in wedlock, it means that the parents are not married. I was born in wedlock. Can you frickin' quit? Is that wedlock or is that illegitimate? I think that's wedlock. She just snapped her head at me. Stella's being normal. But my parents were only dating when I was born. And for the first year or so of my life, you can quit staring at the camera. Hi, cutie. For the first probably year or so of my life, I stayed with my grandparents and aunt, probably more than I stayed with my parents, because they would always be they'd be working, they'd work really long shifts, this is my hand, or they would be doing drugs and alcohol, having parties, and they wouldn't change, I didn't know this, and I clearly don't remember this, but they wouldn't change my diapers. This is my child. We're twins. They didn't change my diapers, which if you don't, that can cause really bad infections, because there's some sort of stuff in the pee of a person that, yeah, you need to know this. It's biology, Sadie. So basically I would get infections and stuff from them not taking care of me, And my aunt, when I was left with my aunt, she would not take care of me. You're not going on a walk, honey. You can go on a walk in the morning. This is how she begs for a walk. I love you, but you're not going on a walk. Don't step on that. You're fine. You're fine. So my aunt went, she wouldn't watch me. She wouldn't change my diaper. I'd come back with, and keep in mind, this is all happening as I'm just, less than a year old. So she wouldn't watch me. I'd come back from her house with bruises and, splinters and rashes and stuff, and she just claimed I was, falling down. And they don't have proof that I was just falling down, but they assume that's what happened, is that she didn't watch me, and so I'd fall down a lot. So when I was 1, this had been going on for a year, obviously. So when I was just over a year old, probably a year and a couple months, what was that, August? I want to say a month and 10 years. A year and around, I think it was a year and 10 months. I was adopted by my grandparents. My grandma took me from my parents. And because Child Protective Services, or whatever it's called, was gonna come, because that's not how a child should be, not how a little child should be living. Hi. So, they adopted me in May of 2006. Yeah, May of 2006, wait, no, that's before I was a year old. Maybe I wasn't even a year old. No, it was 2007 then. But they've raised me. I've lived on this beautiful farm since forever, obviously, because, yeah, that makes sense. But I've lived on this farm. I've lived with them and basically my step family, but that's not right. It'd be great family. I don't know. It's my grandpa, my step grandpa's family. He's my step grandpa. He is my mother's stepfather. So that's cool. Not really. Ticks are fun. But I've lived here. Basically, my dad now lives, I think it's somewhere between 4 and 6 hours away from where I live. My mom lives it's 2 hours or something, 2 or 3 hours away from where I live. Yet I see my dad more. So, is that gate moving? Yes, it is. You can see it moving. That's not creepy, because there's a goat there. But I don't really see them. I do have a lot of step and half siblings. Hee hee. I have actually a lot, so all of my siblings, not counting all my step, half, and legal and biological siblings, quit. There's flies on me. I hate it. I should go get fly spray. But not counting 2 that were lost during pregnancy, I have, let's see here, Allie, Haley, Natalie, Carson, Corbin, Lincoln, Ian, Nolan. Those 3, that makes 11. 11 siblings? Not including the 2 that were lost. So I technically have 13 siblings. That's fun. I rarely see them. I see probably my legal siblings more than my biological and half and step siblings. So, if you're wondering what their names was, I can just comment. I'll tell you. There's a lot of them. Sadie, she's making noise, but what? Theo's probably here, and probably just listening to me. Oh, nope, they're over there, screaming at each other. I'm here till Papaya finishes eating. She's in that pen right there. Right there. She's eating. She's taking forever. My phone's gonna die soon. Well, it's 5:15. They normally get fed at they got fed at probably close to 4:30, 4:45. It's 5:15. and she is still eating. I'm down here. I am tired. I know. I can probably make a video on like how my life is different than a city person's life, because there's actually a lot of differences. Like what time I go to bed, what time I wake up, what time I do things, what I'm allowed to do, what I do during the day. Like there's a lot of stuff that would make a whole video. Oh, what are you doing, dumbbutt? I don't know. Hey. I probably will continue making this as a series of like stories about my life. I was actually gonna make another series, which is my dreams, because I have the weirdest dreams. I had a weird dream last night, but then I realized it wouldn't make a good video, because it was literally just me basically in the play Hamilton, and we were practicing, but like the people, like the actors and actresses, were actually like superheroes. They they weren't superheroes, but they had like superpowers. It was a lot of people I knew, and we were at a camp. I think it was like a religious camp, but also LGBT, and there was Wi-Fi, and I was connected to Wi-Fi there. I was the only one connected to Wi-Fi at the beginning. Pie is done. Yeah, that was my dream last night, and I got sad because I had to be a cheerleader, because there's cheerleaders in Hamilton now. I'll let her out in a second, okay? Goat just farted. That's gross. Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's hot down here. Even though it's starting to cool off, it's still really hot. Don't know where two of the goats disappeared to, and the other one's begging to be let out. So I have to go edit, because this video is going to require editing. So, bye.